You guys, we need to talk about Thewizardliz because everyone has been like, Thewizardliz, I can't believe what happened to Thewizardliz. I'm looking at my man differently because of Thewizardliz. And I was like, what the heck happened? What is going on? And we are going to break down this crazy TikTok cheating scandal that has been taking over a lot of people's For You pages. All right, so let's start with the basics. Who is Thewizardliz? Thewizardliz is a huge creator with millions of followers across platforms, known for her motivational self-help content. Her whole vibe is about women and self-respect, not settling for less, and focusing on self-love, which is why this situation is so shocking because Liz has been engaged to this guy named Landon. But recently, Liz dropped a total bombshell, revealing that she's 4 months pregnant with Landon's child. And while that should be a very joyful announcement, it came with a devastating twist. Liz claimed that Landon had been cheating on her while she was pregnant. Yeah, you heard that right. And because she is this creator that is posting content about not settling for less and everyone thinking that she has this dream partner in this dream relationship, everyone has just been like, okay, so like love's not real. Like nobody is safe if our girl Liz can get cheated on. People have just reacted to this online feeling like they themselves have been cheated on or something because they were just so upset that Landon would do this to Liz. According to Liz, Landon had allegedly created a Snapchat account specifically to message other women and not just chatting, but trying to arrange meetups with one of them. She posted on her Instagram story, "I will never ever create a fake narrative for social media. I will not preach something and not take the advice myself." Landon decided to make a Snapchat account and reach out to a girl to meet up. He was just with me in London, made a whole book about how much he loves me. Anyways, the girl reached out to me, to my friend today, showed us evidence. He called the relationship fake. Meanwhile, my cats are with him in Dallas. All my stuff is there in our apartment. And oh, I'm 4 months pregnant. He says he's incredibly sorry, but honestly, I feel like I didn't know him at all. I feel stupid for ignoring the signs and dreams I had that I even told him about, and he told me I was crazy. Listen to your intuition, women. Men want to lead the world, but can't even control their lust. It's weak. A man that can't control his lust will never be able to lead. I'm absolutely heartbroken and shocked. My haters can go celebrate, haha, so funny. I will always have the last laugh though. He lost everything and I gained everything. Thank God. She had also said, "How are you going to spend close to $1 million on me? Refuse to be more than a week without me and refuse to do long distance until we get our visa stuff done because you want to be attached to my hip. Make me get rid of my apartment, move with you all over the world, stay in Airbnbs whilst we wait for the visa process. Cuddled to sleep together 4 days ago, message me on the plane how much you miss me and so excited to build our family. To then, the day you land, decided to cheat on Snapchat. The girl was a longtime follower and fan of my content, and she told you no multiple times. Can't even cheat because she didn't want you. Oh Lord." People were just in shock that Landon would do this, especially since he looked so loyal from their posts online. I mean, his Instagram only had one Instagram picture, and it was his engagement to Liz. He had also done extravagant things like she talked about, like making a whole book about how much he loves her, so people just could not wrap their minds around this. Liz has also gone back to edit old Instagram photos, and one of the captions now reads, "A man will spend almost $1 million on you, insist being around you 24/7, move in with you, be so lovely all day, and still cheat on Snap and call your relationship fake. Release me." She continued to call him out online, posting the book that he made for her where he was confessing all of this love to her, and she said, "Bro writes me a whole book about 26 reasons he loves me for 3 hours on the 21st of May, my birthday, pays $100K to develop an app for me as a surprise. Bro, how are you gonna fumble your own investment like that? How stupid. Oh Lord. Men are so easily controlled by their lust." She also said, "I'm going to sell my engagement ring around $100K and donate the money to single moms. More power to women. Amen." Landon seemed to have responded to the situation in a series of Instagram stories that didn't exactly redeem his image in any way.
Like, I'm not gonna come on here and ask for your forgiveness. I'm just gonna come on here and ask for understanding because I made a mistake, but that doesn't mean that I don't love Liz. I love her with my entire heart, and we have a baby on the way. And over the last 10 months, I have done everything I can to give this person all that I can and to make her happy and do all of this. And regardless of how much I care, I made a mistake. And in the middle of texting somebody I should not be texting, in this moment of weakness, like seeking validation, and it's just a bad behavior that I can't believe I did it. But in the moment that I was doing it, I messaged that person that I was sorry and that it was wrong. And I prayed to God that night for strength and clarity to never do that again. I thought I was stronger than this. I thought I was smarter than this. And I let something build up inside of me that I indulged in. And it is weak and it is despicable. And in this, I'd like to just take full accountability. I don't think this should have been aired out, honestly. And there's so much, oh my God, there's so much to say that I am not going to say.
He once again goes on to say that he loves Liz and says that he should have just taken accountability and that he's sorry.
I love Liz more than I could even put words to, and I've shown her this, and I've tried my best to make her feel safe and happy and protected, and while yes, I made this mistake, I want to be a great man. And I'm not there yet, but I know that a great man is one that takes accountability. I know that a great man is somebody who makes a mistake and then can be forthcoming honestly. And although I felt bad, like I should have just said, hey, I've done this thing. I feel very bad about it. I'm sorry. Like, I know what I did was wrong and this is not going to happen again, and I'm sorry. And that's how you should treat the people you love. And I am sorry. I am acknowledging is wrong. And it's not, it was 5-10 minutes of my life texting somebody that I don't give a about, jeopardizing everything that I have. Like, it's just ridiculous. So yeah, I deserve the hate, and there's not a single person on this planet that is more disappointed or upset. So I don't expect you guys to understand, but I hope you take into consideration that you can make a mistake and get better. And this isn't just a mistake, right? Like, this is breaking trust, but I realized what I did was wrong, and it's never going to happen again. Doesn't mean it's okay, but...
He came back online again to ask for grace and said that he made a mistake and wants her trust back.
Very final thing. Look, huge. I'm not a perfect person. I made a mistake, a huge mistake. And although that's the case, like, I genuinely am curious if you guys believe that people can make mistakes and get better. And I genuinely pray that in the event that I am able to clearly demonstrate that this is not who I am, this is not who I want to be, this is not who I will be moving forward, for the sake of my family and Liz, most importantly Liz, that if I am able to earn her trust back and earn her respect back, that you do not evil eye the out of her or my family. You can hate me. This is a big mistake. Redeemable or not, all I ask is that you give me enough grace, or if that's what's supposed to happen here, that it happens.
Yeah, people weren't taking this well and were saying that he was delusional for minimizing the situation and thinking that he should be given any type of grace. People then started to talk about how she even met Landon, and now the whole drama of all of this isn't just about him having tried to cheat on her and doing this all while she is pregnant, but people are also questioning him and calling him some creep who stalked her to be with her, literally calling him Joe Goldberg from the show You on Netflix. This whole Joe Goldberg thing came from people digging into how Liz and Landon met when they just so happened to be at the airport at the same time in Athens, which right before the cheating scandal came out, Landon and Liz had done a Q&A together where people were already, like I said, suspicious about them having been at the airport at the same time before, and they kind of accused him of stalking her, like trying to rip her IP address so like he would know where she was at like all times or something. something to coordinate them being in the same place at the same time. But in this Q&A, they address this, saying that, you know, he's not a stalker, and they wanted to set the story straight about why he was in Athens and why she was there and how they met.
4 years ago?
Something like that.
4
Yeah,
years
3.5.
ago, Landon messaged me. He DM'd me on Instagram, and he DM'd me a book that I should read. Then I was getting into my previous relationship, so we did message like back and forth. We were both like just living our lives, and
but in my head, I like adored you, to be honest. Like every time that you would send me a message, I got just uniquely excited.
So fast forward, then 3 years later, I went on a trip with my friend, and we were going to Santorini, and I had booked so last minute that we had a stop in Athens because normally it was directly to Santorini. I want to clarify because a lot of people think that you stalked me.
Which is crazy, by the way. When we first got engaged and Liz posted that video, there were some comments that were like, I think this guy is like an upper stalker.
Her.
He like knew where she was gonna be.
My friend does not have social media. Like she doesn't have Instagram, and I never ever post my location. For safety reasons, never ever. So no way he could have known I'm in Athens, and especially there. I had like a mask on and a cap, okay? No one recognized me. No one could recognize me. We were gonna get up. We were sitting there 5 minutes, get up and go to our gate because we had our flight. Then all of a sudden, like...
This big upper nerd walks up.
Like Len walked by, and I guess you saw me.
Before you give like the key moment. So like from my POV, I ended up meeting some people that I was going to go to Mykonos with. So it was like an Ibiza trip for 2 weeks and then a Mykonos trip. And the people that I was staying with ended up trying to scam me a couple times. They successfully scammed like $20-something thousand. And whenever I landed in Athens, which is where I was connecting to go to Mykonos, that whole trip got canceled, like that part of it did. And so I was just sitting there and thinking, oh man, what the heck? I look up and I see Liz sitting, she has a hat on, she had like a mask basically covering her face, she was eating food, so like I can't even really see her. She's sitting by her friend, and I thought, oh my God, that's Liz.
Since this, though, his ex has come online to say that he not only cheated on Liz, but cheated on her as well, and he was a horrible boyfriend, allegedly just did so many things, laid hands on her, and also she accused him of having found where she lived after they weren't together anymore and found her therapist.
He showed me this freaking horrible person, and I'm like, I forgive you. So stupid. So stupid. I break up with him. I don't see him. He sent me thousands of flowers. He found my address. He found my therapist here in Miami. And she couldn't tell me that, but she was like, your boyfriend, like this and this and this. And I freak out. I'm texting him like, how the fuck did you find my therapist? How the fuck? He's like, I wanted you back. I wanted her to have my experience with you. I wanted her to see that I love you. And I'm like,
this led people to comment and say, now WTF, so he stalks everyone he dates. Landon is the real Joe Goldberg. OMG, him stalking you and finding your therapist. There's no way in hell he didn't also stalk Liz and find her in the airport. That just proves he stalked Liz when they first met at the airport. This is effing scary. People have just been super skeptical of him as of recent, but Liz is trying to work through this whole situation, and she is shutting down any rumors that are coming out of this whole situation, like stories of her and Landon getting together with each other when they were both with other people. She wanted to clear that up and say that there was never any overlap. She never would have been with Landon if he had been in a relationship when she met him. She said on her Instagram story, guys, I'm getting videos from my friends that Landon's ex just posted a video saying that she had DM'd me before and that I called her. I've never in my life called any woman or even been aware about other women in our relationship. She shows evidence of a no caller ID number and claims she recognized it's me because of my Middle Eastern accent. I am not Middle Eastern, and it feels like to me you're trying to make fun of my accent. Whatever happened between you, Landon, is between you guys to solve, but don't start lying and making up rumors about me. My friend kept commenting that I never called her or have seen her DMs, and her comments kept getting deleted. I don't understand what your motive is. She also leaked Landon's phone number and email, and people are calling and texting him every second to himself. I don't want the father of my child to hurt himself. He's already going through it and he's already lost everything. Stop the hate, please. I am really trying to move on from this, but now I can't even try to heal or think about me and the baby because I have to worry about my ex hurting himself. I have never seen any girls DM about him until Peyton messaged my friend that she found on TikTok. That's the only reason I found out. When I found out, I immediately left and I'm trying to move on. Do whatever you want to do, but leave me out of this and stop creating fake, false narratives that have never happened. To my followers, I want to say thank you for all the kind words and support. I don't have words to describe how supported I feel by you guys in my lowest moments. I really love you guys so much and I owe you my whole life. Really, thank you. People have sort of taken this as her defending Landon, which they haven't really loved. They want Liz to stand on business. They don't want her going back to this man or having any sort of sympathy for this man in general. So people don't love that. Others are saying, you know, obviously she doesn't want him to be getting this type of level of hate because she is still connected to him because they are about to have a kid together. But that is pretty much what people have had to say about what she has posted. Now, the same day that she said all this, Landon has seemingly had enough of the online conversation and wanted to defend himself and post it on his story. I'm taking my power back. I'm done not defending myself. I'm done not respecting myself. I'm not Joe Goldberg of the effing internet. And he basically posted a few more stories trying to defend his name and his image. And then he posted a photo onto his Instagram feed that was this sonogram photo. And he said, "My deepest desire is to give you the life you deserved. And I'm so sorry. Liz, thank you for carrying our miracle. I'm so sorry I failed you both." So yeah, that's what he had to say as of last. This whole situation has so many people talking, like this entire Wizardliz cheating scandal has been all over my For You page on TikTok. Everyone is in my DMs talking about Wizardliz. I certainly want to know what you guys think about this whole thing. If you guys have been paying attention and following along, or if it's the first time you're hearing about Wizardliz, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.